Here's a couple of guys. Connor, I know you've faced the microphone more than a couple of times now, and Blake, you as well. You guys seem to have been a topic of conversation, although different levels. How's been the media frenzy, let's call it, so far?
Yeah, it's been okay. Takes some getting used to. My first go at it, but it's been all right so far.
Blake, when you sit down and talk, nobody seems to want to get through a conversation with you without bringing up your brother. Has anybody been able to successfully achieve that so far? Because I just didn't.
I think a couple of times, but I also got referred to as Amanda's older brother. So I got that in one interview, actually. So that was kind of that scenario.
That's nice, actually.
Yep.
Now, Blake, you played pro last season. So this is a second year for you. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable, I'm sure, coming into camp. Whereas Connor, your first experience, what's it been like? I know you played your first NHL exhibition game last week. What was that experience like, and how are things working out so far here in camp for the Marlies?
Yeah, the whole thing's been it's been pretty overwhelming. I mean, that exhibition game on last Wednesday was something to remember for sure. Playing at the ACC. And coming in here and with the Marlies, I'm just kind of settle in and try to play my game. For me, it's also just about trying to crack this lineup. Nothing's guaranteed yet, and so I'm just trying to play well day in, day out.
Blake, you come in here, you've got to establish yourself. The competition level at this camp, there's just been so many bodies to try and assess. How do you feel you're faring so far?
I'm doing all right. I think, like you said, there's a ton of guys here and a lot of good prospects. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these guys up there even this year if there's something that happens along the way. So just trying to, like Brownie said here, just get in there and prove myself and just play my game and play the best I can.
Now, these guys, you guys had a couple of days of scrimmages, and I watched there on Monday, and it was like, it was pretty intense. And I think that's the one thing, that you can say here is that, we've talked about it with different guys who were here last year and the coaching staff. They started their American League camp last year with like 12 guys. I mean, they could hardly have a practice. And, here the competition has been pretty fierce, but that brings out the best in most guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a ton of guys here. And, those three scrimmages, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, really high intensity. I mean, a lot of finished checks, and it's almost like a real exhibition game. And so it's been good. It's kind of, the ice gets tough, and sometimes it gets frustrating, but, everyone's working hard and battling, and, it's good to see at a camp a lot of intensity.
Well, Blake, I saw the other day that you're actually living with your brother, and how's that going?
It's going pretty good. I get to live with him for most of the summer anyway, so it's all right for the most part. Throw in Bozak there every once in a while too. So they've been gone a lot of time with camp going on here, a little different schedule. So
place to yourself?
Have at the house to the self a little bit. Got the dog duty right now.
Well, that's always fun. And Connor Brown, you're obviously from Toronto. Are you going to be moving out of the house and on your own, or Mom wants you in town because you've been living in Erie for the last 4 years? She's got you close to home now. She wants to keep you in the nest a little bit, or are you going to head out and move in with another buddy and hang out?
I think I'm going to try it at home off the bat and see how it goes from there. Obviously, if you don't have to pay for a place, that's also a bit of a bonus.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try it at home and. Just considering them as my new billets. That's what I call them now, my billets. So it's doing all right.
They'll be charging you more than the billet fee.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much. Are you having fun today through this whole process? I know that all the pictures and everything can be a little overwhelming even, can it?
Yeah, it can be a long day, but you got to have fun with it. I think it's been good with a couple of the guys out there joking around, so I think you just make the best of it.
Rocking that sport coat you had on in London, some of that hipster-looking thing. Is that the term for it?
Hey, how about this one, though, eh? Like all the tough guys, Ty Domi, Colton Orr, Connor Brown. He's going to be a tough guy.
Yeah, changing the game a bit.